I'd like to spend a few minutes and talk about why we're not all rich. Is there any really valid reason? Typically, most all of us at one point in time have thought about the fact that we're likely to live long enough to retire. And along with that is probably, at least in the US, the thought of living on Social Security being next to impossible. The alternative is one needs to invest for the future. So there's some sort of an investment goal to ensure that you save money and have it available for when you retire. To do that, you then open an investment account, and the difference between whatever the value of the investment account is and that goal causes you to periodically make deposits to increase the principal. In addition to that, because there are numerous places that you can create that investment account, the principal in that account periodically interacts with the interest rate to create interest, which then adds to and increases the principal. And this goes on, and this creates a growth in the investment account over time. Now, while that's happening, additionally, that increase in the size of the investment account, as it gets larger and larger, it adds to its attractiveness to use to purchase other things. So while the attractiveness of other things is immediate, typically, and the investment goal is long term, it's 10, 15, 20 years away, the attractiveness often overshadows the investment goal and results in withdrawals, which reduce the amount of the investment account, which then reduces the interest on an ongoing basis and those types of things. So, in order to encourage people to save money and overcome this attractiveness, there are places that one can invest, deposit money in the investment account using pre-tax dollars, which actually decreases your taxable income in the current period. Though what it does is it means that if you withdraw money from that account prior to retirement, I think in the US for IRAs it's 59 and a half, you incur a penalty. You have to pay the tax on the money when you take it out, but you also have to pay an additional penalty, and that penalty tends to diminish the attractiveness of the money in the investment account, hopefully deterring one from making the withdrawals and actually then continuing to grow their investment for retirement. Though more often than not, people end up reaching retirement and finding out they have no investment, and they end up being poor for however many years that they attempt to live off of Social Security. So there are numerous relationships that figure into this situation about why it is that we're not all rich. So the questions that I would pose is, are there additional relationships that might further encourage people to invest in their future, to invest to have funds available for when they retire? And if more and more people did in fact invest and were more financially secure when they retired, where would all that money come from? Look forward to your comments in the discussion section of this perspective, and I'll see you in another perspective soon. Bye.